Just look at the decay in this place. Drop ceiling completely fell.
We both knew exploring this abandoned hospital would not be an easy task, so that's why we arrived at 4 a.m. On our way in, we had to dodge the 24-hour security that was driving around the property the entire time. And it was in the dead of winter and absolutely freezing outside. Once we finally got inside the hospital, we waited for the sunrise and started to explore. After spending several hours photographing and exploring the hospital, we suddenly noticed that police and fire trucks were out front. As we watched, they walked up to the front doors, and we thought to ourselves, this cannot be good. In this video, we're going to take you along with us to explore inside an abandoned military hospital that has some rather compelling history. The hospital was built back in 1909 with the majority of the costs coming from the appropriated funds set aside by Congress after seeing the yellow fever epidemic cripple American soldiers as they returned from their overseas deployment. And since the hospital opened in 1909, it has gone on to treat hundreds of thousands of American soldiers as well as various high-ranking politicians and elected officials. The hospital was also where physicians, nurses, corpsmen, and field medics were trained in both military aid and military health care.
Very old school surgical light. Nice decay in here too.
The hospital was in operation for more than 100 years before it finally closed its doors in 2011. The hospital's property itself almost looked like a college campus, with over 100 acres and 20-something buildings lining a wide sloping grassy landscape. The multiple buildings on the property contain pretty much anything and everything that one would need to be treated for medical reasons, as well as research, training, education, recreation, housing, administration, and much more. Located along tall oak tree-lined pathways sits an old brick structure with massive stone columns and arched entryways. This was the one abandoned hospital building that we were able to get into and explore. And from what we have been able to gather, it seems that this building would have been the medical and research facility. The medical and research facility was a super unique explore as the building was massive, historic, and had a lot of old, outdated equipment left over.
Look at this cool, colorful lab here. So many different colors. It really pops nice with all the decay.
Located within this building were several operating rooms, a radiology room, an auditorium, and multiple laboratories that were used for medical research. With this building being abandoned and neglected for over 10 years, you could really pick up and see the deterioration and the natural decay throughout.
So it looks like they were testing monkeys, dogs, and sheep in here. So this is the X-ray / MRI. It's a big machine too. It's cool because you have all the controls here. Emergency stop. There's all the workings. And the table. Back here, I'd sit behind there and do the imaging. So like a monitor over there. It's old. Pretty cool though. You don't get to see too many MRIs. They're around, but I love it when they're old like that.
And a hazmat suit right here. And if you go across the hall, got some surgical lights. So pretty old. Research for the soldiers. This is an old office. Still has the desks. There's a lot of keys right here. Armored medical evacuation vehicle. System training plan. Look at all these old keys. Here's a list of building repairs, work orders, windows. This is all from '02. You can see the wallpaper is just melting off of the walls on this floor.
Watch this one.
You can see here, this lab has really bad decay. All the shelves are fallen and warped.
Is he?
He's still talking to us.
Maybe it's why it's restricted access. I didn't see what. Oh, that's cool. There's a department up there too. Look at this paint peel in here. Not sure what this is. Exposure, exhaust, conditioning. Turn the light on for you so you can see it. Sterilizer, maybe. Doesn't. There we go. Sterilizer, maybe. That's a guess. So this is the sterilization area where they would sterilize all the surgical tools and things like that. Autoclaves. Here's two smaller autoclaves. Culligan Man. There's inside one of them, I'll show you. So, pretty cool.
It is so cold out.
Here's another lab with the operating light. Smaller one. Old school though, gotta love that. So we just found another lab here, but this one has a cooler in it. Old wooden door, general refrigeration. And then they must have kept some type of bacteria in here, because it actually says it. Department of Bacterial Diseases. That's wild. You can see inside, there's nothing really in there. You can see it's wooden though, which is pretty rare, especially for a cooler. And then here's the inside of it.
Earlier, we explored this whole place and we thought there was a surgical room here. We weren't quite sure. We looked all over for it. We ended up leaving the hospital. And then a friend of mine did confirm that it was in here. So we're back for round 2 and we found it. Which is, in my opinion, the best room and photo in this entire hospital. So, really glad that we came back, did a walkthrough through the entire place again, and then we found it.
Look at how sweet that is. Gotta love the colors and the decay. Looks real nice.
As of 2022, the hospital campus, including the research and medical facility, were sold off and are currently being developed into mixed-use development for residential, retail, and commercial space. And that takes us to the end of this abandoned hospital video. Hopefully, you all enjoyed this one as much as we did. For more photographs from here and our other locations, check out abandonedcentral.com. And don't forget, subscribe to Abandoned Central on YouTube so that you don't miss any of our latest videos. Thank you all so much.